Hello, welcome again. Thanks for meeting me here on my mat. Hopefully you're in yours too. So today's session will be all about anxiety and how we can find a practice that's going to help alleviate some of that restless mind that we have. In Chinese medicine, the concept of anxiety is a physical problem. Western medicine, we treat it with drugs for the brain, and we don't really understand what they do. So it'd be better to find a way where we can control our thoughts and assess the blockages we have in our bodies, and help alleviate some of that held on to trauma. This is a really important thing because we store our traumas and we store our stresses, and you have to only think of some moment when you've become extremely stressed and how your body tenses up and you become like a wound up ball of energy. Where does the energy go once we've passed the moment of stress? So this is a great grounding practice that will help clear some of that energy because it gets trapped and blocked in certain places in our body, and we use our kidney and our liver meridians to really process that trauma, and that's where we store the blockages. So we're going to be focusing mostly on our kidney and liver meridians today, just to work through the blockages and the stress that we're holding on to. On top of that, we're also going to be addressing maybe some blockages in the root chakra and the sacral chakra as well. They're very highly related to those meridians. So by the end of the practice, I hope that your anxiety will be reduced, and at any point during your day, should you feel the anxiety start to arise, just remember the moment when you were on the mat. Just remember these 60 minutes where you were able to find some peace. And you're more than welcome to come back to this video anytime and reach out, and we'll see what we can do to work together to maybe deal with some of this chronic anxiety that you may have. Anyway, should we get to it? So first of all, let's just take a few breaths. Breathe in. And I want you to feel secure in your space. I want you to feel safe on your mat. I want you to feel deeply grounded and rooted. Let's bring our thoughts inwards. Let's bring our attention inwards. Focus on our breath. If you notice thoughts begin to arise, observe them and let them go. Detach. And we'll take a deep breath in. And out. Filling all of that lung cavity, all of your chest cavity, fill it full of life-giving air. Think of the cool blue air filling your body, and release. And one more deep healing breath. We're going to take it in. Hold it and release. And just for a moment, we're going to bring our hands together in heart, to our heart. We just moment. You can drop your gaze to the floor, close your eyes, and just find a moment of gratitude. Just find a moment of stillness. Be grateful for the day that you've had. Be grateful for this time we have together. Right, we're going to spin on the mat. We'll bring our feet together in butterfly pose. And we're simply going to, as close as you like really, and we're going to recline, unroll your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Make sure your spine is nicely rested on the mat. You can rest your hands on your belly if you prefer a little bit more. You can practice your arms. And just allow gravity to pull your spine towards the earth. And your knees also towards the earth. And feel as your hips open, unclench the muscles in your glutes, and your glute muscles even. If you require a yoga block under each knee, that's okay, you can do that. Or rolled up pillow, rolled up blanket. Just allow your knees to fall towards the earth. No gravity. No need to push them down. Find your edge. Observe your thoughts and let them go. Unclench your jaw. Let all your muscles relax. Focus on your breath. Use this time to focus inwards. Pay attention to the sensations in your body. Any place you feel tightness or stress, breathe into that place. And you'll find that as you send chi, prana, that space where you're feeling tense, slowly you'll loosen, and the blockage will be removed. Find the edge between comfort and discomfort. Allow gravity also known as reclined goddess. It's a great opportunity to really sink into your inner goddess. Opening up through your hips, your uterus, your ovaries, really allowing the blood flow into this area. Relaxation in this deeply calming. And in a moment when you disengage, we're going to roll up. We're going to take a moment to just feel the rebound. Slowly draw your knees together, your knees together, and roll up. So from butterfly, we're going to find ourselves in caterpillar. So we're reversing the process. Our knees gently down on the mat, legs straight. So you may keep a bend in the knees if it's more comfortable. And we're just going to allow our spine to make a nice C-shaped curve. C for caterpillar. We're not trying to reach our toes. We're not trying to get our head to our knees. We're just allowing our body to form a natural curve down and allowing gravity to pull us. If you have a neck injury or even perhaps a shoulder injury, it might be best to use 1 or 2 blocks just to assist in the process. So you might start here and gently drop down. I actually have a neck injury, so it can be beneficial if it's playing up. So just stay here and just have the added support. Remember, we're not going for the way the pose looks. We're going for how it feels and the good that it's doing for us. We're looking at this at an individual level. And notice the calmness that we get from a forward fold like this. You can rest your hands on the mat beside you. You can keep a slight bend in your knees. Any of these things are absolutely acceptable. I'm going to stay here for a little while. Again, any thoughts that arise, observe and let them go. And you should feel the stretch and the stress in your hamstrings, your lower back. But the point is to stay as still as we can. If you feel able and you have a block, you can always change the level of the block as gravity does its job. To improve that stress in the hamstrings and deepen that forward fold. Really breathe into your hamstrings, any places of tightness. Take that life force, that life energy deep to those places of tension and stress. Really take deep rest in this pose. And remember, anxiety is just a feeling like any other. It's temporary, it's fleeting. It's simply an adaptive response to a set of stimuli. We have the control. You are in control of your own anxiety. And if you have control, it means you can fix it. Really allow the pose to get you into this deep state. In a few moments, we will disengage, and I want you to feel the rebound. I want you to feel the after effects of this deep forward fold. And if you can go just a little further, a little deeper, now
allow gravity really feel now the fascia of your muscles open up. Deeper if you can, without it being too much effort. And to disengage, to allow your body to prepare, lift up,
Remove any blocks that you had and place them to the side. Just take a moment. Feel the rebound. Maybe hug your knees in. We need one of the blocks again, and we're going to place it just behind us. We're going to go into fish pose, but it's a variation, a moderation. It's really going to open your heart. And you have a choice of where you want blocks. You can use two. If you have a neck issue, or you can rest your head on the second block. We want to put the main block between your shoulder blades. We really want your back to fall away and your shoulders to fall open. The deeper you want to make it, you can. Just allow your shoulder blades to fall away. And your chest and your ribcage to expand. Palms towards the sky. Allow the universe's energy to come through. This should feel like a great counter pose to the forward bend of the stomach. Really allow the spine to curve in the opposite direction. If you find yourself hunched over at work a lot, or when you walk in, this should feel great. Maybe even a little intense. Maybe catch the benefit of chest opening. If you want, you can fully release the block behind you. There's a block slightly down. You find you've gone too far and want to replace the block, that's okay too. We're going to remain here a couple of minutes to really allow our chest to open. Remember to keep breathing, relax the face muscles. Really allow your lovely spine to drop. Your sacrum to drop. Like me, we get to a certain point where it just feels really good. Your spine beat, stressed in a different way. Not used to bending this way. Feel everything disengage. Sit up, rolling your neck forward, and release the block from behind you. With your hands, elbows to push yourself up. Roll up, remove the block. And find ourselves. So, from here, we're going to find ourselves in Sphinx pose. I would usually go that way on the mat, but my lovely assistants decided to come and help me today. Lunamo. Anyway, we'll find ourselves in Sphinx pose. We want elbow directly below the shoulder and palms spread wide, shoulders rolled back and down, and chest lifted. And you want to feel this in your lumbar spine and your lower back. I'm just going to stay here for a few moments. making sure that our shoulders continue to be engaged. Our gaze remains soft towards the floor, or eyes closed if you prefer. Neck neutral, and just rest here for a few minutes. Try not to allow your body to drop between. Just remember to maintain that strong back. You can widen your legs, make them more narrow, depending on what's comfortable for you. The wider you go, the more you're going to sink through your hips, creating a deeper stress on that lower back. Focus on your breath. We're flooded every day with problems, tasks, and many things that are out of our control. So we don't need to worry. Let go of the anxiety. Anxiety is the fear of what will be, and you cannot know what will be. So let go. Continue lifting up between the shoulders. Keep that heart lifted. Come up into our hands and push back. Join our big toes together and push our hips back so they meet our ankles. And come forward to rest our head on the mat in child's pose. You can bring your knees together. You can place your arms beside you, behind you, or in front. Keep that forehead nice and rested on the mat, and your buttocks touching your ankles or your heels.
perfect stillness in this pose. Deep relaxation. Need to lift up. Now, legs in front of us. From child's pose, come up, feet out in front. Roll back down again. Feel the legs. Now back nicely rested on the ground. We cross our left ankle over our right knee and thread our hands through the gap around the shin. Recline, thread the needle pose. And we're just going to gently guide the knee towards the abdomen. You can close your eyes here. And as it becomes easier, just pull ever so slightly more towards you. As you find your hip opens up. And breathe into any tightness that you may have. Channel that chi and prana to those blocked areas and feel how they release. feel that deep stress, deep in those hip flexors, from in your glutes too. Really feel it. Moment, switch legs, across the right ankle over the left knee. So you might feel, as I do, some extra tightness on this side. You may have less. Both sides are rarely the same. Just remember to breathe into that tightness. Really send that good stuff, that good energy, that positive life force, those tight areas and those areas that are blocked, where we're holding our fear and our stress and our anxiety. These are the places that we're clinging on to our worries. By clearing these blockages using acupuncture, acupressure, Yin Yoga, we're able to create a more stable mind. If it begins to feel too much, you're more than welcome to back off a little. You may wish to increase the stretch. That's okay too. Really breathe into those blockages. Really breathe into them. At the moment, you release both feet to the mat. Really unclasp your hands and release both feet to the mat. Just take a moment to feel, really feel how different that area of your body feels after that position. And from this position we're going to go to happy baby. So lift both our hands up. And legs up, and just clasp the outside of our feet. Try and find some stability here. Try not to lift too much of your lower back off the mat. Keep your back grounded through. And just allow your knees to fall open. See where the dog is. Allow gravity to draw your knees to the earth. If that's too much, you can grasp hold of your ankles or your calves, really to get that full opening effect of feet of rest. Also take hold of your big toes if you wish. Now, I prefer the stability this gives me. And try and ground down with your lumbar spine. Not with effort, but just for stability. Allow your knees to fall open. And again, breathe into the tightness. Bring your feet back together. Back to the mat. Again, take just a moment to really feel the after effects of this asana. Gently roll up. From this pose, we're going to go into shoelace with the side bend. So we're going to come back to sit on the front, and we're going to tuck our left ankle round to our right hip and place our right knee on top. And what we're going for is stacked knees. So it doesn't matter if your feet are out here. The closer you can get them, the better. We're just going to keep our knees stacked like this. And place our right hand out. And with our left hand to just guide us over the top. If it's too much, you can start just by leaning over. Then bring your knee to follow. Try and keep those hip bones, those seat bones, butt cheeks grounded to the floor. You can look up if you're comfortable to do so. That really creates a great twist in the spine. Or look down. Try and keep your elbow alongside your ear. Don't allow yourself to collapse forward. Just try and keep as upright as possible. And breathe. with the rib cage. Create that nice curve, compression. Here the switch. So we'll switch knees as well. So we'll take the right ankle back, left knee on top this time. Again, maybe a stretch to go straight over with that top arm. Just start with a gentle lean, just to open up. And particularly tight through this side today. Bring that arm up overhead. Lift up. I'm going to follow through with a couple more spinal twists. So we'll come back down onto the mat, into corpse. And just on that left leg over the right. Cactus our arms, so ground your shoulders and keep your arms up 90 degrees. You can use the right hand on the left knee to just draw it down if you prefer, and turn the head to the left. Just keep those shoulders nice and grounded. Just allow for a slightly more gentle twist in the spine. Helpful thing having a dog. I'm sure Lena's never seen anyone do yoga before. Only had her for a week, so. Best dog ever. And a rescue. Lila. Just take this time to relax all the muscles. Just enjoy this very gentle spinal twist. And in a moment we're going to swap to the other side. Uncross our legs. Lay the left one down straight. Cross the right one over at right angles. Swap the arm. And let's keep those shoulders wide, connected with the ground underneath. Palm upwards and receive light from the universe. Eyes closed. Back on the floor. Feeling the supports close. Your feet fall away. Hands to the side. Just observe how calm you feel. How the stress has melted away. How you're anxious no longer. problems that arose that cause anxiety did not matter to these minutes we spent together. And they cannot matter for many minutes more. If you allow things into your orbit, make sure they are purposeful, intentional, and positive. Do not be invaded by the chaotic and negative. Do not allow something to break your peace. Move with purpose. Move with planning. And there should be no cause for anxiety. We cannot be anxious about the things we cannot change. You can stay here for as long as you need, or you can roll onto your right. Pause here for a moment. And then find your way back up to a seated position on the mat. And we're going to end as we did in the beginning, to bring our hands together in prayer in front of our heart. And we're going to be grateful for the day that we've had. And we're going to be grateful for this time we've had together. And I'll see you again soon. Namaste.